I'm Catrice Walker. I'm the area director for Young Life in Southeastern Queens. I was introduced to Young Life in 2012 when I was invited to lead worship, and while I was there, I was opened up to the most amazing experience ever. I had no idea what Young Life was. I had heard about it from various friends here and there, but I didn't know what it was. So when I came and saw how they were reaching kids, it was really interesting to me because after serving in youth ministry for 7 years, I just never imagined for the life of me that such an organization would exist and that they'd be doing ministry in the way that they've been doing it for the past 75 years.
What I love about Young Life is the people who I've met at Young Life, leaders in particular, have a very unique way of telling an old story in new ways. Like, I never considered that a kid could learn about the gospel of Jesus Christ on a ropes course, or in the cafeteria, or on a basketball court. And I think that unique way of talking about the gospel, I'd even say inspired or helped me to become a youth pastor.
I guess it's just having a place that I'm comfortable to be myself in, like having kids who are around my age, having leaders who are basically like my older siblings who I could trust.
I like coming to Young Life because it's my safe place. I was a freshman, so I really didn't know that many people. I was very shy, so this was a place where I can build my self-esteem, my character.
Catrice is my teenage Jesus. You can relate to me as a teenager.
God has really allowed me to become friends with some really incredible teenagers. I mean, when I think about the amount of weight that I had to carry as a high school student, and I think about some of the things that they're dealing with, I don't even understand sometimes how they're able to smile. I don't understand how they're able to hold their heads up high. I don't always get that. And so because I don't always get that, and I know that deep down they are longing for deep connections and friendships with people, I want to be maybe the only Jesus that they'll ever see.
I lost my mother to domestic violence. She was killed in my apartment, and it kind of forced me to go into a bad transition. Like me getting kicked out of my apartment, having to be forced into my aunt's house with no clothes. And even with that, I always had Charles to look forward to with the late night calls to make sure that I'm okay. I also had Binky on days when I needed to go like get my mother's property. And Eddie, this guy just, every time he sees me, he gives me this giant hug, and it's just a hug of love that I never get from anybody. So it's like I always look forward to seeing Eddie because I can always get that bear hug.
When an adult intentionally enters into the world of a kid, they gain a perspective that they didn't have before. This helps kids, letting them know that they're loved, they're cared for, and they're seen. And we eventually get to introduce them to the gospel message.
There have been times where I've been on the verge to do very uncontrollable things, and Binky was one of the first people to know and for me to call, and she's prayed with me and cried with me and laughed with me and smiled with me.
I really feel like someone is sincerely understanding me and really able to connect with the certain issues that I have on a day-to-day basis.
It speaks to the work of Young Life. It speaks to the work of sowing seeds early into young people, for them to know that they have a destiny and they have a purpose.
Just to experience what it is to take kids to camp, just to get a gist of what that looks like through the Young Life umbrella. And I have to say that was probably one of the most transformative things, events, moments of my entire life.
Camp is amazing. I've gone every year, and hopefully I can continue to go. You get to come together as a Young Life group with other people from Young Life, different areas, different places, and you get to bond with them and bond with each other closer too, actually.
There's a lot of work that still needs to be done. We've shared the gospel with these kids. We've taken kids to camp, but there are still so many kids. There's so much need. So I'm asking, as the Lord leads you, that you would join us, partner with us financially, give on a monthly basis, give a one-time gift, send a kid to camp, volunteer with us, help us. I hope that your heart has been moved to act. I'm looking forward to partnering with you soon. Thank you.